I want to be over here.
We want the drawing.
You want the drawing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can first. The CAT scan looks great.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. So
all
that's
right.
good. All right. And then.
Skin anxiety.
Then I'll do the.
The anxiety.
So, lungs, we had seen, previously we had what appeared to be metastatic disease to the lungs. So, cancer from the biliary tract that had spread up into the lung, there are no nodules in the lung. Okay. And then we saw lots of lesions all throughout the liver. And right now there's just a couple tiny sub-centimeter lesions. Okay, so they're sub-centimeter just below the diaphragm up here in the liver. Rest of the liver looks great.
Wow.
Okay, so all of that part
So
looks,
that big 9, what was 37 then 9, is that gone?
it looks gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So we got the
Wow.
spleen up there. What's that up there for?
I just put it on there for reference.
You
Yeah.
wanted it balanced.
Okay, and then in the pancreatic area, which would be sort of in this area, all they see are post-surgical changes. We'll just put post-surgery changes, and that's it.
What does that mean?
Post-surgery.
It just means you could tell that there was
An operation.
Yeah, an operation there. And so they took out part of the pancreas, they took out part of the duodenum, they took out
Yeah.
the gallbladder, part of the stomach. So that's what they're saying when they say post-surgical change. They can see the clips and they can see all that stuff.
Okay.
So
That's great.
That's an awesome scan.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
CA19-9 is low. Okay.
What is that?
Huh? Well, we didn't recheck it again because it was already so low when we checked last time. So
Okay.
we just did the CT
I
as
noticed one of my-
confirmation of the.
Okay, so what is our
Interreligious
prognosis
dialogue,
now with those little ones?
Well,
left?
so I mean, obviously the CT scan, it's a picture in time. Okay, it doesn't obviously tell us anything about what we can't see. Okay, and odds are that there's microscopic disease in there somewhere, whether it's in one of these lesions in the liver, whether it's residing somewhere in the lung. Only time will tell us that. Okay, but certainly, when we said, look, we've got metastatic disease in the liver and we have what appears to be metastatic disease in the lung, and we say the prognosis, overall median is somewhere between about 9 and 11 months, I think we're better than that.
Which is good.
We're on the other side of that. Okay, this is an excellent response.
Great.
Okay, so that's very good. And we had talked about, we're clinically doing well, biochemically doing well, and radiographically very close to what we would call a complete response. Okay, so which is good. Okay, and people that have this kind of response as opposed to just stable disease per se, okay, they generally do better. Okay, so that's good. So the depth of the response means something. So we talked about maybe taking the next month off and then kind of coming back and readdressing things and just coming back maybe to just single agent gemcitabine. Obviously the chemotherapy has had a significant impact upon the disease, as has the supportive type therapy. So anyway, we'll come back, we'll readdress in a month. That'll give you time to continue to feel better and do better. Your taste should be coming back. Appetite should be coming back. Energy should be coming back. You should start lifting weights.
Start running,
doing your push-ups. Everything looks outstanding. Okay.
Great.
So we're going to take the month off, recover, come back, do a CBC, liver tests, another CA19-9 in a month.
What was going to see
What
it? I thought it was
exactly is
interesting.
that? The CA19?
So CA19-9 is a kind of a mix between a protein and a carbohydrate. Okay. And it gets secreted by normal pancreatic cells. It also gets secreted somewhat by liver cells to some extent and biliary duct cells. And you can have an elevated CA19-9 when there's cancer present in the bile ducts, when there's cancer present in the liver, when there's cancer particularly, in the pancreas. It's usually a good marker to follow. It's not a good marker, for example, like we don't go out and screen the general public with CA19-9s. You get lots of false positives, and the incidence of pancreas cancer, biliary cancer isn't high enough to justify screening everybody with that test. So we really use it as a way to kind of gauge, what's going on with the disease.
So what is a good
He's
number?
in a normal range. I mean, you run a normal C19.9 between 0 and 34, and this has been far less than that.
Mine's been like 11, 13.
Yeah, 11, 13.